Welcome to the Four Corners Riders Radio, podcast where we chat with riders about their adventures and the culture that brings us all together. I'm your host, Garrett.
And I'm your co-host, Sean. Today we got our first guest on the podcast. It is Chance Costa.
What's going on?
He is the assistant sales manager at Durango Harley-Davidson. Chance, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit.
Yeah, I'm Chance Costa. 20 years old. I actually turned 21 in about a week, February the 15th. Moved to Durango, Colorado about 3.5, maybe 4 years ago now. Got to do my last 2 years of high school here and fell in love with the area. Super happy to be here, and thank y'all for having me. No, I grew up in Mississippi, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
What was that kind of like?
I mean, Mississippi, I grew up with a single mom. So like she was always struggling, and she had her own problems that she was dealing with also, and it was very tough. She was low income, didn't have any help from my dad. My dad was living in Georgia, and we were moving around a lot and lived in a lot of low income poverty places. So saw a lot of crazy things as a kid. I would say crazy things, and it was like very grimy, very ghetto where I grew up, and you learn a lot. You learn a lot of street smarts, I should say.
I was going to say, you kind of grow up quick in a situation like that.
You have to. And also, we moved around a lot. Like, I've lived in Georgia. I've lived in Alabama. I've lived all over. Colorado's, hopefully I can stay. Here. But I've lived all over, and, it was tough. It was very tough because she was always struggling, and like playing baseball as a kid, I didn't really have money. I had to go sign myself up. I saved the money and signed myself up, and then I had a travel ball coach that, thank God, he like tried to get me to play on the team, and my mom was like, no, we don't have the money, we can't afford it, and he was like, I'll pay for everything. So that really like was like an upside to the childhood.
Yeah.
But I like moved around a lot, and I had a really rough childhood. Growing up in Mississippi, it was just very grimy, very hood, and that was just like what I knew, and it's thank God I didn't fall victim to it.
Did bikes kind of start as like a way out of that, or like an escapism?
When
did you start riding?
I always had like a love for dirt bikes. So my sister's dad, he's not my dad, but he took me in because my mom like couldn't afford anywhere to stay and was homeless for a while. He took me in for a while, maybe 6 months, and he got me this like Pee Wee 50 or something, a little Yamaha Pee Wee 50, and
just gas and go.
I would rip this thing, dude. For third gear, I think it had third gears. I would just be pinned as fast as it would go in this straight line across this field, and I would ride the piss out of that thing. And then moved away. Got another motorcycle, saved up, got another motorcycle when I was 13. 13, bought it for myself for Christmas. I like saved all this money. It was a nice 250 and fell in love with that thing. I rode it. I rode all the time when I was mad. It was my escape. It was definitely my escape and like my way to get away. But it was just like, it wasn't enough, I should say. It wasn't enough because I was starting to like fall victim to like these terrible things and just things that like no kid should be doing or being a part of. And eventually that's why I came out here, was like I needed to get away for a little bit. And my brother literally bought me a plane ticket. He didn't buy me one back. He was just like, you're coming out for the summer. And came out here, started in Salida, because my brother still lives in Salida, Colorado.
Okay.
And hung out there for like 2 weeks. Loved it. And kind of fell in love with the Colorado. Came down to Durango to see my sister. Stayed here for like 2-3 more weeks. And then eventually they were like, hey, do you want to like stay with us? And I was like, I think I'd be stupid to say no right now. And I think it'd be the dumbest decision I ever made if I said no. And I took that offer. And I came out here with the mindset of like, I'm changing who I am and like what my ways are.
Kind of full reset.
Yeah, full 180 with my life. Did a full 180, and like, I really didn't like attend school, I should say, from like 7th to 10th grade. And like, it's crazy, but like I was never really at school and came out here and got all A's both years, did great, graduated with close to a 4.0. It was incredible, and did a 180, found Harley, fell in love with Harley-Davidson, and fell in love with the culture here at Durango Harley, and it was just, life was good from then.
That's crazy.
No.
Yeah, I didn't really know that, dude.
Yeah. I really haven't shared that much.
I was going to say, we haven't talked this much in depth before, but are you still good friends or pretty close with anybody back home? Anybody you still keep in contact with?
Unfortunately, a lot of my friends are dead and passed away, but the ones are kind of just still messing up, I should say, and a lot of them are in jail. Yeah. A lot of them are in jail, but I have a few close friends that I do keep in contact with, and I try to stay in touch with, but it's not many. It is really not many.
And you kind of just full reset and came out here and kind of made a new life.
Well, yeah, and I've told these people too, it's, you're going to make your own decisions, and at some point you've got to wake up and realize hey, this isn't I don't want to do this. I want to do good with my life, and I want to be a good man, and have good morals, and do great things. And
you can only help other people so much too.
Yeah, they got to help themselves.
Yeah. Are you still pretty close with your family too?
I would say so. I've never really been mainly? I would say I have a lot of cousins and a lot of uncles, but we've never had a super close relationship, as it should say.
Yeah.
So we don't keep in close contact. I try to keep in contact with my grandmas. But I would say for my really inner tight family, yes.
Okay. How many siblings do you have? Oh, my bad.
No, you're good.
Quite a few. My dad has 4 kids, but I barely know one. Know one. Haven't met him in years. So he has 4 kids. So I guess 4 brothers and then 3 siblings on my mom's side, which would be my brother and then my sister and then my other brother.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Are any of them out here in Colorado? Salida or Durango?
Yeah, Salida, he's still out here. He lives in Salida, so I try to get out there and see him, or he'll come down here and see me at least every 6 months or so.
Yeah.
And then they're back in Tennessee. My brother-in-law and sister are back in Tennessee, and my mom, she's living in Alabama right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when this bike is finally built, we can take a ride on out to Salida, man, and surprise him with it.
I'm definitely down for that, and he'll have us open arms.
Heck yeah.
And that's a beautiful ride, except that valley. But we can get on it a little bit.
Well, Chance, tell us a little bit about your bikes that you got, man. I know you got 2 of them, so.
Yeah. I guess I had to. Technically, I had a 2004 FXDI Super Glide early model. And, yeah, beautiful motorcycle. Ended up wrecking that motorcycle maybe 6 months ago and just picked up a 2002 Dyna lowrider. Super stoked on that. I've got, bars, cams, bunch of stuff going into that bike, and I'll be back riding.
So do you technically still have your first bike, or did they total that and the insurance took it?
When I wrecked, the insurance company, they took that motorcycle. It damn near cut the frame in half on the left side. It almost snapped the frame in half completely. Kind of sucks. 2 weeks before I wrecked the motorcycle, I had just put a brand new cam in there. Shout out Fueling. So.
You almost wrapped that bike around a pole, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit about the wreck. So, unfortunately, a very close friend of mine, Max, he ended up passing away a few weeks before that accident, and a bunch of my buddies and his family got together to do a celebration for life. Did a celebration for life, left that, had dinner. After dinner, just got on my motorcycle with quite a bit of emotion, just mad, sad, kind of everything, mourning, and got on that motorcycle and just rode way too hard, a lot harder than I should have. Ended up coming into a roundabout, came into this roundabout way too hot, ended up going from a low side to a high side. It ended up flipping a couple different times. I broke my pelvis, dislocated my hip, tore the PCL in my knee. It got me pretty good, man. It was not a fun crash at all.
Was that your first motorcycle accident?
Technically, no. I grew up riding dirt bikes and everything like that. Ended up having a 250 in Mississippi when I still lived there. Was riding from a buddy's house on the street and was in a wheelie, came down from the wheelie and was way too close to a car, locked it up, couldn't stop quick enough, ended up going to the back of that car and ruptured my spleen, broke my collarbone, and I almost passed away from that accident, actually.
Damn.
I almost passed away. I was supposed to get airlifted, but they didn't have enough time to airlift me. They actually needed to operate on me now just because I waited a few hours to go to the hospital. I ended up crashing and like getting back up on the motorcycle and just taking off.
Oh, shit.
Super young. I was like 14, just stupid things. Yeah, my mom took me to the hospital. I walk in and my face is like blood white. White as a ghost. It's white as a ghost, and they look at me instantly. They know something's wrong. They hit my vitals, and they're like, we need to operate on him right now. He ruptured his spleen, and I had internal bleeding. And thank the Lord I'm still here today. It happened as COVID was going into play. Okay. So the hospitals were just getting shut down. Everything was getting shut down. My mom couldn't leave the room. I was bedridden for a week and a half, and then finally got to go home. Yeah.
It's kind of like the best time for an accident to happen, right when everything's going to crap in the world. So,
dude, kind of. But I wanted to go to school and talk about it and be that cool kid, dude. I wrecked on a motorcycle, so it was kind of bummed, but it was kind of perfect timing. It was.
Now, for the viewers and listeners, they don't know this about you, but you like to do little stunts, man.
Yeah, definitely little stunts.
I've seen it.
I got into it back in late 2024 or early 2024. Really fell in love with it. I gotta say, the 2023 Four Corners Motorcycle Rally. I ended up, I was working the rally just as a fit specialist, and I got to walk out where all the vendors and stuff are, and I saw Ryan Cruzy, Jay Brew, and all those guys out there stunting, doing burnouts, doing wheelies, and I'm like, I've got to do it. I don't care what it takes. I'm gonna figure out a way to get on the bike and stunt. And I always loved doing wheelies on my dirt bike and stuff growing up, and I've always kind of been into the stunts. But 2023 fell in love with it. Bought a bike in 2024 when I could finally afford it, and right away I bought a bike that was pretty much set up and got into it, started practicing, and just little by little. And
were you working at Harley before you bought a Harley then?
No.
So you had a Harley before you started?
Yeah, I started Harley fresh out of high school, and I got to work at Harley for my senior year in high school. I got to ride a couple bikes to school for my senior year, and that was awesome. I was I'm hooked. I'm hooked.
You're the cool kid, right?
Yeah, dude, I was a cool kid, and I knew I wanted to be a part of it. Right out of high school, didn't really have any plans or kind of knew what I wanted to do. Old sales manager was like, hey, do you want to come work for us for the summer in the sales team? And I was like, why not? Absolutely. And from there, I just fell in love with Harleys, and I knew I would have one.
Did you go to DHS then?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, you kind of talked about it a little bit. It sounds like you've had a lot more bikes aside from just a couple of Harleys. You've had a couple of dirt bikes and stuff like that?
Yeah, a couple dirt bikes, little pit bikes and stuff like that, pit bikes, but grew up, had a 125, grew out of that, then got a 250, got the 250, and kind of just rode the shit out of that thing. I won't lie. Rode it until the wheels fell off, and it was pretty clapped. I moved out here, and I kind of just left it back home. My mom ended up getting rid of it, and didn't have a bike. I was bikeless out here. I knew I wanted a dirt bike or something.
Yeah. And
then my brother-in-law, he had a Harley. Before I moved out here, he knew the old sales manager really well. He had a Harley, and I got to ride that a couple times, and I was like, yeah, I think this is what I want instead of a dirt bike. And
do you know what kind of a Harley it was?
Oh, yeah, it was a Dyna Street Bop. So I knew I was going to be a Dyna bro before I even bought a Dyna. It was just, I think it was my personality and my style. It fit it.
Yeah.
So.
No, I definitely say you fit that.
Yeah.
But
100% agree there, man. I get the chance to work with Chance over here, and definitely a Dyna boy.
Bro.
Dyna bro.
Don't call him a boy. He's not a boy no more.
I'm growing out of the boy stage.
21 here soon.
Almost 21. Almost. Well, Chance, out here in Durango, man, a lot of people don't get to actually check out these roads that we have. Do you have a favorite route that you like to take?
I mean, the obvious. It's got to be the obvious. 550, do $1 million highway. I would say that's probably one of my favorite rides, but also I think there's a lot of rides that people don't know about in Durango, especially if they come out here for like the Four Corners Rally and stuff. I would say my favorite in-town ride would definitely be Baker's Bridge. I think it's the best. You get twisties, you get straightaways, like I would say some of the best straightaways in Durango, where you can actually open up your bike and like get into it or practice wheelies or...
Hey,
not really. Not on the streets.
Yeah, we all ride legit here, man. Okay, speed limit the whole time.
Hey, yeah. No, I've never broken a law. Hey, never broken
only on
the
the track, dude. That's
exactly,
the only time.
Exactly. Closed course.
Yeah, so Harley actually lets you do stunts out here, right?
Yeah. I guess
I saw you guys.
I haven't.
I
can't say they allow me to.
Okay.
I can't say they allow me to, but I haven't had any complaints or noise complaints. Or Trevor Bird has, thankfully, and thank him for not, saying anything yet. And he's allowed me to practice it out there just so I'm being safe off the roads, because I don't want to do that stuff on the roads. And
I mean, that's private property too. You guys are
private property. Thankfully, yeah, he lets us ride out there. I mean, there's been a lot of really awesome riders out there. Like, I mean, a few years ago, right as I get into stunt riding, Seabear, Reckless, and the Thrashing guys, they all come by the shop. And that's like, if you're into stunts and I mean performance, that's like a kid in the candy shop. That's like meeting your celebrity crush almost. And I see Seabear roll in, he gets off his bike, and Reckless rolls in, the whole crew rolls in, and I'm just like starstruck. I don't know how to act, I don't know what to do. I'm like, this
fanboy.
Fanboy, totally 100% fanboying. And I'm like, this is awesome. Start talking to them, talk stunts for, an hour. And I'm like, okay, I got to go back to work and get back to work. They were all working on their bikes out in the parking lot, but they ended up doing a stunt show for us and, a few other people at the shop. It was really cool to see like Seabear, Reckless. And like, these are like the top stunt riders in the world. And they're out in the parking lot of Durango Harley-Davidson just doing stunts.
Ripping around.
And I'm like right here recording them. I'm like, this is awesome. This is like, I mean, this is a dream. It's a dream. So like that parking lot, I'm very thankful for it. A lot of memories have come from that parking lot.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of good stunt memories and, motorcycles sold and, buying motorcycles.
How long have you been working at Harley in total? So you started 2 years in high school or a year in high school?
I guess like basically 4.5 years now.
Okay.
Going into my senior year in high school, I guess my junior summer, I got the opportunity to just wash motorcycles, and really, really cool experience. Got to kind of see what it's like being back there, but also just see some crazy builds that come through, especially in the summertime.
Oh, yeah.
Being in Durango, it's like such a good riding spot, like top riding spot in the country. You see all these cool performance builds, and it was just really cool to see all those motorcycles and everything back there. But I would say like 4 years total.
I would say 4 years gets you a pretty good grasp of like the motorcycle culture out here. What do you kind of think of Durango's motorcycle culture?
I think the motorcycle culture, it's definitely, for the size of Durango, it's a big culture, but it's a growing culture also. And super, super tight. I think the culture's super tight. And I think all the riders look out for each other through here. I think all the riders look out for each other, and we really care about each other. But also the culture is really awesome. I mean, it's a lot of performance stuff. It's a lot of big wheel bagger. Like, you have a little bit of everything in Durango, And that's one thing I love about it. It's not only motorcycles, but I feel if you're from Durango, Durango's a big-ass tree net, and it catches all these people from all over the country. And it's like Texas, Mississippi, and, all over California. So you get a mix of, like, all these different styles that come through Durango, and it kind of makes it like this flavorful town.
Well, and I feel like we kind of even see that with like some of the rides we do and some of the rides we put on, like Thursday night rides. We've had people show up with naked bikes, sport bikes, like we kind of get everybody coming through.
It's what I love about motorcycles too, and I preach it because like everybody I feel like has this stigma on Harley-Davidson. It's like, dude, if you don't ride a Harley, you're not cool. Or no, I don't agree with that. I love two wheels. Now, don't get me wrong. I think a Harley-Davidson's cooler than these other motorcycles, but I still love two wheels. Like, if you gave me the opportunity to ride an Indian, if you gave me an opportunity to ride a Honda, like, give me the keys. I'm ready. I would love to. I'd love to ride two wheels, and, I love to ride with anyone that loves to ride two wheels. So it's one of those things. I'm very open, very open.
I've talked to Garrett a little bit about this before, but I've never ridden somewhere other than Durango, right? But like just from the perspective online, or like seeing what you see around online, like Durango seems to not really have that like cliquey mentality where it's like, like Harley riders shut out all the other riders. Like if you're not on a Harley, then you can't come hang out with us. Or like, sport bike riders stick to themselves. Like I feel like in Durango, we kind of have a bigger, larger community that's just all riders for the most part.
Dude, I feel 100% about that too. I would say you're always going to have your motorcycle cliques. It's just like a friend group. I mean, you're going to have your friend groups that ride with each other. But what I love about Durango is like, dude, you could have friend groups that have sport bikes. And I mean, y'all have one. Have one. Like sport bikes, all types of different motorcycles. And at the end of the day, we all love something and we all just want to do it more.
Yep.
And I just want to pass this love on to other people. It's like, dude, I don't care what motorcycle you ride. You just need to experience the freedom you get when you're on two wheels. Like, it does not matter what bike you're in.
At Durango Harley-Davidson, man, I bet that's what you're selling.
Absolutely. It's definitely, the motorcycles sell themselves. And I preach this to Garrett every day. The motorcycles sell themselves. It's truly a freedom, a stress reliever. And it's like, it is a feeling that you cannot recreate. And, there's really nothing besides a drug, and even a drug's not this good.
No,
it's really not.
It's not the same.
I mean, if I could bottle that up and sell it, I'd be a millionaire, a billionaire. It's truly.
I mean, that's kind of what you're doing, right?
I mean,
you sell bikes, you're bottling it up, you put it in a fuel tank, and you just hand it off to someone.
Mm-hmm. I truly have the best job in the world, and I talk about it all the time. But if I continue to do what I do, I'll never work another day. I get to see people get on dream motorcycles. I get to help people experience feelings that they've never felt before. People like understand themselves more, become deeper with themselves and with a group and find groups. And like, man, when I've seen people cry when they're getting on motorcycles, like that's what I do it for. It's a love. It's a love.
Yeah,
it's
you're sharing that love with other people.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Sean knows this about me, but I went to school. I got a degree, right? I'm not just a bike salesman.
As much as you don't think it.
Yep. But I graduated college with a paper about motorcycle and motorcycle culture, and I dove into the biologicalness side of it, and basically it's creating a drug in you when you ride, man. I mean, it heightens all your senses up. It's a euphoria kind of standpoint, and people do get withdrawal when you don't ride after a long period of riding. It's kind of crazy. So
yeah, I haven't rode in like 3 weeks and I'm feeling it.
Maybe
more. I don't know if I get to ride motorcycles every day, and I'm blessed for that because I get to pull these things out of the annex, every single day and park them beautifully and get them ready to present to people.
Wash them, clean them.
Absolutely. I love it all. And I'm thankful for that, but I have not been on the street, I don't know, since like the first of the year, and it's been so beautiful in Durango. It's kind of sucked.
Yeah, we're having a shitty winter, but it's a great riding season.
Dude, great riding season.
Middle of winter, and it's a riding season.
I mean, if you're a snowboarder, it's kind of sucking. But I mean, it's a love-hate relationship because we need the moisture. We need the moisture, and I love the snow. I love playing in the snow, but I love riding.
You were talking about some of the bikes that you get to kind of sit on here and pulling out all the bikes from the annex and stuff. Leading into that, what would be the coolest bike you think has come through Durango Harley-Davidson?
Dyna. A Dyna for sure. No.
Mods and all.
The coolest motorcycle to come through Durango Harley-Davidson. I mean, there's been quite a few motorcycles that I've been like, wow. I mean, I have one right now. We have one on the showroom floor. It's a 22 Street Glide ST. I mean, that motorcycle it's crazy. It's got a dark horse crank, like everything. If you're a true performance guy and you know performance, this motorcycle literally has everything you could want to do to a performance bike, besides a paint job, besides a cool, fancy California paint job. I mean, the coolest bike to come through Durango is definitely like I would say it's got to be a stunt bike, just because that's what's most appealing to me.
Can I throw in that RR that you guys had?
The RR, I think it was up there. But I appreciate a build too. Like, I shouldn't say that because that RR was like incredibly built. And,
well, you guys were like picked out of like 5 shops or something.
131 were made.
Yeah,
I think 130 were given out. or 131 were given out, and we were one of those shops. We were actually, one of the top 500 shops, or 50 shops, excuse me.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
50 shops in the country and the world, actually, in 2024. So that was really cool to get the opportunity to sell that motorcycle. That bike was beautiful, incredible bike. But I would say Ryan Cruzy, he built out this beautiful 2000 FXDX. He had an inverted front end on it, everything you could do to it, 95 kit, everything a stunt rider's dream. If you're in the stunt community, you know exactly what motorcycle that is. I think Foxtail, or not the Foxtail, but something Fox. But that motorcycle was probably the coolest bike to come through Durango. But I've got to give a shout out to Rob. He has got some beautiful motorcycles. Rob Oreo and his wife, or soon-to-be wife, Kaylee, I should say. She just painted an FXR and a Lowrider ST. And I don't know if she's shown anyone yet, but that is probably going to be one of the coolest bikes I've seen come through Durango.
I can vouch for that, man. Me and Chance got to check out a couple of photos of it today, and we just saw the tins, and it looked good. There's like little rose flakes on it. Oh, yeah.
Did they send it somewhere to get it painted?
I think so. It was somewhere out of state, but
yeah, they sent it out to California. It was a guy, a custom builder in California, if I'm not mistaken, or Denver. I want to say, it was Denver, because he does all the stunt guys' paints in Denver. He does all their paint sets and stuff like that in Denver. But this guy, I mean, he's got leukemia right now. Crazy. I mean, it's really bad also. It's really bad. And he painted 2 sets of tins for her.
Damn.
I mean, it's really incredible, and I hate to tell her story, but, that may be one of the last tin sets that gentleman ever paints. And it looks so beautiful. It looks incredible.
I mean, I know Rob's bikes are beautiful in general.
He's got a Diablo.
Yeah, me and him have gotten into it a couple of times because he wants me to get all the gold off of my bike. He's like, you got to swap out with something. He's
Dude,
like,
Rob's all about that gold. He doesn't want anyone else on it.
Me and him are competing right now, dude.
I like that, yeah. I mean, your bike, dude. Have you told them about your bike's sick, too?
I
mean, that bike is so built, so beautiful.
And, I mean, I bought it that way, so... The dude I bought it from, thankfully, was, a custom body shop mechanic and painted the whole thing. So he's up out of Montrose, but...
And you got a matching helmet to match the paint.
I know. I need to get that helmet to fit, though, dude. So it's actually large. I wear small, and so I've been wearing the helmet anyways.
It looks cool.
I got to get the padding. They got replacement padding, so I can make it fit properly.
That would be nice. Yeah.
So...
Gotta be safe, man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put my bike into this mix. Yours beats it.
What bike? That's my question. What bike? I haven't seen it in. Has it been a year?
Just about, man. It's in the workshop, okay? It's in the workshop.
It'll come out better.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you're just gonna blow it up.
Or I'll let Chance blow it up over here doing some stunts.
Yeah, I've been asking him to let me do that. We've had a few parties, and I'm like, Garrett, you gotta let me do a burnout. And we need some burnouts going during our events and stuff at Harley, and it always just gets the people going, and everybody loves burnouts.
Oh yeah, dude.
We get rowdy over here. So
yeah.
Especially, I've got a motorcycle now. I mean, if you're coming to any Durango Harley events this summer, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be a great time coming out.
Chance, adding a little twist on Deshaun's question: if money wasn't an object, right, and you could pick your dream bike, man, what would it be?
Dream bike.
Doesn't have to be a Harley, but I know it's gonna be a Harley.
It's definitely a Harley. Shout out Rob Collins, because he's kind of already got this set up. Shout out to TJ too, because TJ ended up switching some 2003 10s, switching a 2003 Dyna Super Glide 10s with Robert Collins. He had 02 10s. They switched 10s. But I would say if I had the choice, I would do a 2002 FXDX, fully built out. I mean, just put 40 grand into this motorcycle, do everything you could do to it. Have the 03 10s on there, the blue original 03 10s, and that's, I mean, dream bike.
I like that. Yeah. I like that, man.
Easy.
Just build it for stunting.
Yeah, I mean, build it for stunting, but also, I mean, build that bike to, I mean, ride it to California if I wanted to. Ride that bike to California. That, or like, I love the old bikes.
Why'd you pick California?
I want to do that coast ride.
Yeah.
That coast ride. I got to do it. I went to Japan last year during February, and I got to do PCB. Is that the right name? Right?
Highway 1?
Yeah,
Pacific Coast Highway.
Yeah, Pacific Coast Highway. I got to do that highway in a car. We did it probably for 45 minutes. I have a buddy that lives out in Los Angeles, and he took us and rode us all around Los Angeles and stuff. But we did that ride and stopped at Neptune's Net, and I just could not imagine doing that ride on a motorcycle. And I feel like I hear everyone come into Harley and they're talking about, gotta do that ride.
I can attest, man. It's worth it. But you went from LA north. If I could go back and do it again, I would go north to south because you're on the side of the ocean. You're not on the side of the cliff. When you're going up, I mean, you have to kind of like look over and the cars are passing. Like, oh, I see a little bit of water, Yeah. If you're on the other side, you get to see the whole thing.
So go up to Oregon.
Yep.
You got to start in Oregon, then come down that way.
Drop down. Yep.
I like that.
It's definitely a lot. But as we're filming this podcast, if I'm not mistaken, right in Monterey Bay, a giant rock slide came and took out the highway. So all Highway 1 right there has been closed for the last year and a half, 2 maybe.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I mean, there's a huge detour driving all the way around it.
I didn't realize that. Wow.
So don't go out there without looking at some maps, making sure the road's open.
Man, when I went out there, man, my buddy, he took me around there, and he's a local. He grew up there. I mean, he took me some of those roads. He actually took me to Stunt Road. I mean, incredible roads and incredible riding they have through the canyons.
What's Stunt Road?
Stunt Road's basically up this hill. It's up this hill canyon, kind of deserty feel. So beautiful. You get up to the top and you can kind of see the ocean from the view, but it is just a very windy road, very narrow, tight road. And you go up there, you can see car tracks from cars, motorcycles, just all types of people riding up there and just doing stunts and doing cool stuff on that road.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call that hooligan stuff.
Yeah.
Doing hooligan shit over here, man.
Now, Chance, here in Durango, we have the Four Corners Motorcycle Rally. I know that you've been working at the dealership, but have you actually got to hang out and check out the rally with your free time?
I mean, absolutely. You have to. You have to. We make it a priority to, have a few hours to go out and just hang out at the rally and go talk to some people. I mean, it's an incredible time. You have such a huge group of people that come through town and, all these different people, all these different faces you get to meet and, really incredible riders, incredible people, and just, I mean, awesome connections and friendships, I would say. Friendships you get to build. And I think it's always cool to see all the stunt guys come to town and, all these guys you see on Instagram riding and, they're all in town and it's, nice, small little Durango. It's so cool to see. And you get to see, the Wall of Death, the Ives brothers, and, last year we had, 100-year-old motorcycles riding around doing flat track. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And, I mean, they were, actually going around sliding these bikes. I would say they were riding harder than some people on built Sportsters and, full-size flat track bikes. It was
just swinging them around.
Yeah, it was really, really awesome to see. And it's just a ball, man. It's a ball the whole time,
You heard it here first, guys. If you haven't been, get out here and check it out.
Four Corners Motorcycle Rally.
Yeah. Now, Chance, with the rally, man, I guess, what's one of your favorite parts about it?
Favorite parts? I mean, there's so many. So many. But the connections, the time, the memories you get to build, I mean, these are the best times in my life, with some of the best people and, working the hardest I've probably ever worked in my life. And that's incredible. And, you get to see so many different people, so many awesome experiences. Definitely my favorite part about the Four Corners Motorcycle Rally would have to be all the stunt guys coming into town, getting to ride with some of those guys and going to watch, some of the best riders in the world compete in the brawl and all these different cool events that the Four Corners Rally's having. And getting to meet some of these guys, talk to them about, motorcycle builds, what to do with my bike, how to be a better rider, and just getting to watch that because we don't have a huge stunt community in Durango. It's what I look forward to every year. It's what I look forward to is getting to talk to those guys, watch them ride because I'm a guy, when I watch somebody do something, I learn and I do better. And getting to watch how good they are, getting to learn from that, and getting to eventually meet those guys is incredible.
Who's the coolest person you met during the rally then? I feel like we have a lot of really cool people come through here.
I mean,
hey, I'm the coolest that he's met during the rally, man.
Good luck with that, man.
Funky G, definitely number one. No, I mean, you get to meet so many awesome people. I would say Corey Taniski. We got to meet him last year, and unfortunately my bike was down, and I ended up totaling my motorcycle before the motorcycle rally last year, so that kind of was like a bummer.
Oh, I didn't realize it.
Yeah, I was.
That.
Thankfully, Trevor Bird let me ride around on shop bikes, and I just cruised around and got to watch the brawl a few times. But Corey Taniski, we got to ride with him, and really, really awesome guy.
He's on that Nightster, right?
He's on a
25?
2025 Nightster special. And he also has like a 2002 Dyna. TJ got to ride with him, not me.
Sounds like you're jealous, man.
Just a little bit. No, but TJ got to ride with him, and just getting to talk to this guy about his builds and how much money he's got tied up into a Dyna. I mean, dude's got 40 grand tied into a Dyna. It's like incredible. But he is, I mean, one of the top riders. He did really, really good in Drifter Cross one year. Getting to see him on a brand new 2025 Sportster S. I mean, no one is doing that right now. That's he's the first one to stunt a Sportster S, and still is the first one to like be stunting a Sportster S.
Is this Nightster?
No, it's a Sportster S.
I thought it was the Sportster S is the...
No, he's on a Sportster S. Ryan Cruzy's on the Nightster.
That's what I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Should leave that in.
I was like, crap, dude.
Gotta leave in Chance calling you out, man.
Yeah.
Can't cut that now. Thought you knew your
shout
shit.
out, hey, shout out both those guys. But yeah, he Sportster S, and incredible build. He's doing things that like no one's doing on this thing. I mean, he's 12 o'clock in this thing. He's doing Larry's and crazy Larry's. He's doing like 50, 60 mile an hour rollers down.
Damn.
Yeah. Down some road. Down some road.
Down the track, man.
Down the track. But he was really awesome. Really awesome to get to meet.
Did you get to talk with him a little bit too and kind of talk about your own bike?
I mean, he came by the shop, and as soon as he walked in, I was like, I think I know that. I know that bike. Saw him right into the parking lot. I was like, I've seen that Sportster S. I know, because he's the only one doing it. So you know when you see that motorcycle. Saw the motorcycle, saw him walk in, and then grabbed him, started chatting with him for a while. Dude, we talked for probably 30, 40 minutes just about motorcycles, stunt riding, and really, really awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, maybe when he's back out here for the Four Corners Rally, man, you can get a chance to ride with him.
Hey, hopefully I'll have a bike ready, so let's go.
Yeah, you're working on it, man.
Yep.
When are you going to be done with all the work on that?
I think before March 1st, probably. I'll be done. I should be done before like March 1st.
Yeah. What are you all doing to it?
So I'm doing fueling cam. I'm going to do bars, so risers, and then I'm going to do 7/8 bars, and then I'm going to do a controlled delete with the 7/8 bars. I'm doing a Nightster brake reservoir. Nightster brake reservoir, and then what else? I'm getting the seats, bars, everything you're gonna do to a stunt bike, everything you would do to a stunt bike.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to do to it in the future, or are you just setting it up the way you want it?
I mean, eventually I'm gonna do chain drive, 95 kit. And I'll probably just leave it right there, chain drive and a 95 kit, just because if I go anymore, I'm gonna beat up the bike, and eventually it's gonna break. And what'll probably happen is I'll take that motor out and put a new motor in if I ever blow the motor up. A 95 kit is when you take an 88-inch motor, so an 88 cubic inch motor, and you bore it out to a 95 cubic inch motor. So it just gives it more power, more torque, more everything. What I like to say is more guts. And when you're in elevation, high elevation, that's one thing that like does not play in our favor. So the higher you get, the harder your bike has to breathe. And I'm no bike mechanic or expert, so I'm just putting that out there. But the higher you get in elevation, the harder your bike has to breathe, and the less air it has. The less air it has, the less power you're going to get. So you already have that working against you. I mean, we're at 6,800 feet in Durango, so like you can imagine riding here. I mean, you lose quite a bit of power. I think if you take a 150 horsepower motor, take it to sea level, you may be making 160. I mean, you could really gain quite a bit of horsepower just from going to sea level, which is crazy. So
doing that 95 kit, you're just trying to get more horsepower out of it?
More horsepower, and just it helps everything. It helps get the front wheel up. It helps slide the bike around, and it's just a smoother ride. If you're riding down the highway and cruising with friends, you're not struggling to keep up, and you're not beating the hell out of your bike. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I don't know if Chance was here in Durango when I had my first bike, Peyote. That's what we had called it. It was a 98 Sportster, chrome, custom paint. That was carbureted, though.
R.I.P.
And, yeah, R.I.P. I still got it, man. I still got it.
Bits and pieces.
But
Across the country, too.
Yeah.
man, driving that thing up the Telluride when everyone else had carbureted bikes, bigger engines, everything in between, I was struggling just to keep it up the hill, man. Like, so having a bigger motor in your bike sounds like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, and that's like the main reason I went with the cam right off the bat. Is typically if I was like in Arizona at sea level, I would just run an 88, stock 88, and put the money in a chain drive and anything else I wanted to do. But it doesn't make sense. I need that power when you're up at high elevation. Like, you need it, and it sucks. Carbureted bikes too, and high elevation. I mean, you're messing with your jetting, and you're messing with a lot of different things to make sure it runs right.
Well, it sounds like this summer you're going to be able to come on some of these rides on Sundays, Thursdays.
I'm super stoked for the Sunday rides and Thursday night rides. Yeah, I mean, everybody should be there. Everybody should be there.
Rodeo with us too.
Absolutely. Wednesday night rodeos. It's going to be such a good time. I mean, we're holding 3 to 4 rides a week, every week, and, ranging from 15-minute rides to, 2 to 6 hour rides. So, I mean, I'm really excited to get out there and ride.
I think our longest you said was 6.5 hours.
That's the longest you've been on.
I said last summer, man.
It was closer to 8.5 for the longest one.
Okay.
It was Carter, one of our friends, Carter, me, Derek, a couple other people. We went out to Telluride, which should be a 6-hour loop. Halfway through, we got stuck because a fire broke out. Fire patrol was zooming past us. We were close to home.
Well, just because you're sitting in traffic does not make it a longer ride, Garrett.
It was long because they made us turn all the way around. So we had to backtrack the whole loop. Oh, we were mad to say the least, man.
Yeah.
But driving on a track, we were flying down, making sure that we beat the sunlight home, and we actually did it. But I mean, it was dicey.
Man, I remember my first ride. Or my first long ride, I should say. First long ride that I had was with a group of people at the shop, and it was the Telluride loop. Beautiful ride. Incredible ride. But we get on it. It's like my first time on like a big bagger on like a long trip. I buy shoes for this ride. I'm like scared it's going to start raining or snowing, and they're talking like it may start snowing, and we're riding. Beautiful ride. We're enjoying it. And then we get up close to Telluride, a little bit past Uray, and it starts to like snow a little bit. I start to freak out. I'm like ready to pull over. I'm so scared. I'm like 19 on this big, beautiful bagger. It's not mine. It's snowing.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. And then I click this rain mode on the bike. And I'm like, I don't care if this works. My confidence is back up. I'm riding through corners, and it's smoothing out. We get to Telluride, and thankfully everybody's safe. We get there, get on the gondola, do the whole Telluride thing, which is incredible and beautiful.
It's a beautiful area, too.
Yeah, and then go back, and luckily on the way back we come through Cortez and Mancos, and we don't hit any snow or anything like that, which is really nice. So, but really scary first experience on my first ride, I would say.
Did you get the I remember this, and I don't remember what ride it was we did this year, but the first time I did a long ride, I remember going to bed that night, and I could still feel myself like vibrating from the motor of the motorcycle or from the engine. And I would wake up multiple times that night just thinking that I was still riding. I'd wake up and I'd like grab like I was grabbing the handlebars, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm in bed. Like, never mind.
That's funny you say that, because like you say that and you're like, I do remember that. I feel like It probably wasn't as bad just because it kind of wear it off like a few hours after. I feel like the M8 is just such a smooth motor too.
Yeah.
And I was on a 114. It was just very smooth, and I was riding in high gears the whole time. And yeah, so it wasn't as bad, but I definitely recall what you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't remember what ride it was that we did, the first long one that we did.
It's probably Creed or Lake City.
I think it was Creed.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
We were, ripping when we went through Creed.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember coming back, and it was already late, and I was wet and cold. I think we hit a little
Creed.
bit of rain.
Yep.
So, and I just, I remember getting home and, stripping my gear, and I immediately, laid down in bed. I had to work the next day, and I was just like, cool, I need to go to bed right now. I was, laying there, and I just felt myself, shaking. And I was like, damn, dude, it feels like I'm still sitting on the bike.
It's that high.
Yeah, dude, chasing it. But after that, yeah, I didn't have it that bad. I'll still feel the vibration. Come home after a long ride, kick off my shoes. I feel my toes feeling it, But then go to bed, everything's fine. Wake up the next morning, it's all normal. So,
well, hopefully this summer we can get a chance to join us on a couple of our long rides. So
you
missed the sand dune ride.
Where's the first one?
I don't know,
we
Sean.
Haven't planned that
we haven't planned it yet. I'm thinking either Creed and do the whole Gunnison loop.
Yeah.
It'll take us out halfway where we went and then back down the $1 Million. But I've also been really wanting to since last summer to do the Madrid loop.
I think that would be good if we started at the beginning of the season, because we were talking about the heat and stuff, right? And you want to avoid that heat going out there.
Is that a little bit more south, or?
Yeah,
it's right outside of Albuquerque.
Okay.
And I don't know for the viewers or listeners, but it's the Wild Hogs movie.
Was filmed there.
It's that highway. They adopted the highway. I mean, it's probably not the most gorgeous highway, especially for us in Durango, but it's just, hey, we did something from a movie,
Yeah, who cares? It's always cool to go see a cool movie spot or something.
They have the Maggie's bar. It's all set up with all the posters still, so it's just a cool, fun thing.
I mean, that's one of those things too. We got a bunch of rides around here, right? And so even though it might not be the prettiest, it's still a ride that we can go do, and it's something cool to kind of check off on our milestones.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear, we say it may not be the most prettiest, but growing up in Mississippi, I swear, anything out here is just beautiful. Yeah. Any type of rides you get to do is out here are just incredible and beautiful.
Desert or mountain? Yeah. You like both of them?
I mean, I really haven't done a lot of desert riding, I guess. I've rode down to Farmington and Aztec and done that type of loop, but I haven't done Arizona. I really want to go to Arizona. I have a buddy that lives in Phoenix. So it'd be pretty cool to go down there and cruise with him.
Hey, if we got a spot to crash on a couch, man, I'm in.
Hey, I don't know if he's got two.
We'll sleep on the floor. It's all good.
But we'll figure it out. Air mattress.
Well, changing topics a little bit, man. Harley-Davidson culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see this kind of moving in the next 10 years? Because, 2024, 25, all these newer style bikes come out. Newer engines are coming out. CEO change happened, man.
You guys got that smaller motorcycle coming out, too. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a small there's a small little 350 coming out. It's going to be very beginner friendly, but also, really good in city areas.
Something that won't break the bank.
Yeah, it's not going to break the bank. It's $6,000, something maybe a little bit less. I don't know. It's right around that price. It's super cheap, super fun, and it looks like a lot of fun. It'll be super easy to get around, things like that.
Good starter bike, too.
Great starter bike. But, where I see the brand and the culture going. First off, I don't think anything or anyone can, break the true Harley brand and that culture and that brotherhood, I would call it. There's a brotherhood behind it. There truly is, and a sisterhood, and I don't think anyone could break that, but I see great things coming from the culture side of things, and I really do see Harley coming out with really fun bikes and doing really cool things, collabing with stunt riders like Ryan Cruzy and giving him Nightsters, and Taniski, giving him a sports dress. They're figuring out what's good with, mainstream stuff, and they're still taking care of their diehard Harley guys who, love the motorcycle and, don't care for, all the fun, cool stuff. Or I wouldn't even say it like that, but the stupid stuff, I should say. The hooligan
stuff.
Yeah, the hooligan stuff.
That's what attracts the youngins, though.
Yeah, I'm a young guy. That's what I appeal to. That's what I want to do. I want to do fun stuff, and I want to have cool looking motorcycles that are fast, but also, safe and comfortable. Great things are going to come. I could see that. And the CEO, he actually came to Durango Harley-Davidson and I got to shake his hand and, met his whole family, and what a guy. Very personable, incredible guy. And, we hear stories from Trevor Bird about these awesome things that he tells them and he implements within the association, and it's really incredible.
Yeah, you guys are pretty close with the CEO at the Durango.
Yeah, Trevor Bird's got an incredible relationship with them. Relationship. It's really awesome to see.
And he came down for rally last year?
Just before rally last year. But
yeah, I think
he is coming down for the 2026 rally.
Okay. He's coming down for the 2026 rally, and TJ actually got to go to Daytona rally to kind of see how they operate and see what we can learn from them and see what we can become better at. And the CEO was there and made an effort to walk over to TJ and shake his hand and say, "Hey, I know you from Durango Harley. How are you? What are you doing down here?" And I thought that was incredible.
That's kind of what we were talking about earlier too. Just circling back, right, with the like not just the Harley community, but just the community we have around here in general.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a small area, and everybody kind of knows everyone.
Everyone knows everyone, but on a massive level, you can go anywhere in the world. And I learned this when I went to Japan last year. You can really go anywhere in the world and, have a friend when you have a Harley Davidson, or, have somebody to talk to about bikes. It is such a friendly and accepting community, I should say.
Yeah. That
and that's 100%. That's one thing that I didn't realize when I was coming into the brand was how accepting this brand is, and how they love all. We all just love to ride motorcycles. That's all we care about.
I like that a lot. I've been doing the motorcycle rally here in Durango, the Four Corners rally, for the last 8 years now. And we actually bring in teams from, all over the United States. But I still talk to them almost monthly, sometimes weekly. Just random stuff. I send them memes on social media, things like that.
I get that now. You roped me into it, man.
Yeah, man.
I helped you with rally for 1 year, and these guys all have my phone number now.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting text messages. Freaking Zach reaches out to me and tells me they just dropped a new song.
We're not leaving you alone, man.
I know. I love it, dude. I feel part of a bigger family or something, man. It feels like home.
It is, man. It is. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of family out here. So it's that shop and everybody in the shop, and everybody I meet, and especially the people inside those buildings that I work with every day. It's really a second home and a family, I would say. It's somebody I can depend on, and I can reach out to them for anything, and I appreciate that.
Do you have some family here? Is that why you moved
here? No, so I moved here with my brother-in-law and sister.
Yeah.
They were out here for 7 years. They ended up having a baby and going back home to Tennessee. It was just better. He's doing real estate and doing really well for himself. And they moved when I was fresh out of high school. I was 19, and I was doing great. I had a great job, and I was making plenty of money. I could support myself, and they ended up moving back home, and yeah, Harley adopted me for sure. It's that's my family, my second home.
Yeah.
Well, I'm your brother, man, and I'll answer your call at 3 a.m. any day. I might not be happy, but I'll answer. So, changing topics a little bit, man. Talking about the motorcycle culture a little bit. What's something that, from your perspective, that people who don't ride bikes should know about us?
That we're not all just assholes, I would say. I feel I should say that's Harley riders specifically, and
I feel that's everyone. Everybody thinks we're lane splitting.
Yeah,
causing problems. We're gonna kill
riding
somebody.
with no license plates, things like that.
At the end of the day, what that is when people are riding reckless, and I wouldn't even call it reckless because, people drive cars reckless.
Yeah.
Should we hate them?
I think it's aggressive. Is what
I think
people perceive,
that's exactly what it is. And as a Harley rider, you'll understand this. And there's a difference between reckless. If you're doing stunts and stuff, that's reckless. That's just, there's no difference. That's stupid. especially if you're doing it around cars and stuff like that.
It's like doing a donut or
or
something
in a
on the
group
main
of
street.
motorcycles that aren't stunt riding. Like, that's stupid. That's just like that. You shouldn't be doing that. But at the end of the day, if you're riding and you're riding hard and aggressively, that is riding safely, because cars don't look out for motorcyclists. Cars don't look out for motorcyclists. And I think that creates a huge stigma, and like, we're assholes, because then cars get angry because we're riding aggressively to get around them, because we're just trying to be safe. And then they try to just aggressively ride back or drive back. And then that's when altercations happen. And that's just, I mean, it's never good. And I feel like that creates a huge stigma. But one more thing too is, everybody, I feel like, oh, you're gonna die. You're getting on a motorcycle. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. And it's, I hate that, because it's a love. That motorcycling is a love, and it's something that I absolutely do adore. And you know, I think everybody should adore that. I feel like everybody should adore that. And I think it scares a lot of people from getting on a motorcycle, because they're like, okay, I'm going to get on a motorcycle and then I'm going to die. No, if you take your right safety courses, your MSF course, and, you know, you get your proper safety gear and you learn how to properly ride a motorcycle, you're going to be fine. Yeah. And, you know, most accidents happen when people are riding stupid, like me. I was riding stupid. That was my fault. I shouldn't have been riding like that. And, you know, if you take your right precautions, you're going to be fine.
Well, and I think, you know, you can say the same thing for driving a car too.
Right? I mean, like, absolutely.
You got to take your driver's safety course. You got to get your license. You got to know what you're doing. But like,
practice.
Yeah, even when you get in a car, there's still a chance that you might get into a car accident. There's better safety features in a car because you're in a cage, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to die, right? If it's your time, if it's, you know, you're supposed to go, you're going to go. There's no avoiding that part. So, I mean, does that mean you're going to stop living your life and stop enjoying what you enjoy? Like, is that going to stop me from going and skydiving in Moab? No. If I fucking die skydiving in Moab, at least I was enjoying what I was doing with my life, you know?
It'll stop me. I'm scared. I can't, man.
You wouldn't go skydiving
with him?
I've
trying to
tried.
get me to go. He's been trying to get me to go.
For his birthday next year, let's go, man. We'll ride out there, and then we'll go skydiving the next day.
Maybe. I
That's
gotta
the
think
goal.
about that.
Jump in
Don't think about it. That's the challenge. You got to not think about it going into it.
We can do it. We can make that.
Because if we do it tandem, you don't have to do anything.
We'll do
All
it.
you got to do is like throw your hands back and throw your legs back. That's the only thing you got to remember.
You can scream the whole way down too. No one's gonna
Nobody's
judge
gonna
you.
hear it. Nobody's gonna hear it.
You never believe.
It's the same thing like riding a bike, man. You're not gonna know until you get on it, and once you do it, it's gonna change your life, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
Guess I gotta do it now.
Jumping back a little bit to kind of how Chance was talking about just the riding and safety and things like that. Man, I've been hit 4 times, bunch of accidents. I mean, the first time I almost lost my neck. There was a chain, and I mean, just it was a bad situation. But I kind of think the exact same way. Like, when it's your time, man, the Lord, when it's your time, He's gonna call you. If it's not your time, man, it's not your time. He's not ready for you yet. So
I'm just curious. There was a chain. I feel like you got to tell me a little bit more. What were you fucking doing, dude?
Sorry, Dad. My dad hit me.
Oh, what?
So basically, we were in an empty parking lot driving, something that we always do. It's right by the house, I mean, daily kind of thing. And I was on a 250 moped.
Okay.
My dad and sister were in the car, and I was still in high school. I was like, take photos, guys, of me, like, driving. I was standing on and stuff. And just as one day, the parking lot put a chain across the turn where I usually go straight. And I was going to go straight. And basically, I didn't see it. My dad started to turn, kind of hit me a little bit. I hit him, you know, but went over the hood, totaled the bike. My knee's still messed up from it. But when I stood up and looked at that chain, it was neck height. And I would have clotheslined myself going 60 miles an hour.
Jesus Christ.
And so how I've seen that situation play out in my head was the Lord, it was not my time to go, man. Yeah. It was, hey, you get hit by the car and messed up knee, or your neck's gone. Yep. You pick.
I'll take that knee any day.
Yeah. Crazy.
That is crazy.
Kind of in the same vein of like talking about accidents and stuff too.
I mean, you had an insane accident.
That one was pretty bad, and I completely agree with you. Like, I was doing something stupid when I got into my accident.
It makes my skin crawl every time I hear you talk about it, man.
It's the way I talk about it.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I broke my pelvis, I broke my tailbone, I broke 2 ribs, and
Had to put
punctured
the
my
tube
lung.
inside of you.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. The surgery for sure was the worst part, getting that tube put inside of me. But yeah, dude, like, even though you get into an accident, you still get back on it. You don't lose that love for the motorcycles, right? Like, you still yearn for it. You still want to go ride. Even when I was in the wheelchair, I was like, this ain't the 2 wheels that I want to be on,
I think it was kind of meant to be because, like, he literally bought this motorcycle not even 2 months before. Bought the motorcycle.
Had it for 4 months.
Wrecked it. Thank God he's okay. I know he went through a lot, but then got a badass motorcycle out of it. Like, one of the coolest bikes in Durango.
Yeah, that thing is sweet. That dude actually did a great job painting it.
Yeah. Best case scenario for a wreck, I should say.
Yeah. I said that to my mom, too. I was like, you think maybe I, like, had the motorcycle accident because I deserved a better bike than what I bought? Like, this was my bike. This one was built for me. And she was like, nah, that's stupid. Don't say that shit. And I was like, all right, whatever.
She's going to watch this and hate me.
Yeah.
She's still on the fact that you crashed. She's like, I don't want you to ride again, man.
She wants me to ride. She wants me back out there.
There we go.
But she's worried.
As a mom should be.
I was looking at that, like, really over modified lowrider S, I think, or was it an ST? It was an S.
I think that was the best decision you ever made by not buying that bike.
That bike was cool, but I think I would have gotten into
I
more
wish you would have
trouble
bought
with
it,
that
but
thing.
I think that was the best decision.
Yeah.
Chance and I got to drive that bike, and it scared us.
I took
man.
it for a ride, dude. That's why I didn't buy it.
That bike would be in a straight line and cut the tire loose.
Yeah.
And
like,
third, man, it was
Yeah,
rowdy.
it was crazy. That bike was a fun motorcycle.
It looked so cool, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I got the bike that I deserved, or the bike that actually was meant for me. So.
But I feel like crashes like teach you so much about motorcycle riding. Like,
I have so much more respect for it now.
So much more.
I don't know what it was. Like, of course, the accident, but like what it was that my mentality changed so quickly after the accident. And I was like, cool. Like, I was wearing full riding gear when I had my accident. I remember going into the hospital and they were like, yeah, if you weren't wearing your riding gear, you wouldn't have made it through the ambulance ride. You would have been done and over with. So, and even now, like, I'm jumpy on my corners, but I take them a little bit more carefully until I feel comfortable with it and just
in the same way,
I'm being safe. So,
hey, my first crash was 2015 on my knee when that happened, maybe 14. And I still can't corner as hard on my right compared to my left, man. It's just something in the back of your head.
Mentally.
Yeah, it's just there, man. It's definitely weird.
It's a mental block, dude.
Yeah. But I feel like every time I've crashed a motorcycle, whether it's stunt riding or just riding on the street, I've like, you can either look at it like you're pissed off and blame it on something, or you can look at it, okay, like, what did I do? Yeah, what did I do? And learn from it and get better. And like, especially my last big crash, like I learned so much, and like I'm not happy that crash happened, but I am happy that crash happened. It kind of like, it was, I do believe the Lord did that for a reason. And I do believe that. I
mean, everything happens for a reason, right?
Yeah, he did that.
All you can do is take away from it what you're supposed to take away and try and learn. If you had one piece of advice that you would try and give to like a newer rider or something, what would be like the best thing you could tell somebody that would just start riding bikes?
Other than crash and go learn for yourself.
Yeah, don't tell them to go get into an accident. Do not crash. I mean, Dan, I think his new Instagram handle is the Adventure Dan. Make sure to tag it.
He's one of the techs here at Durango Harley-Davidson.
America Dan?
Yep. Pan Am Dan. He just switched over his Instagram. But he preaches it. Ride your own ride. It's, I mean, if you're riding with these guys and they're going a little fast for your liking, go a little bit slower. That's okay. It's like, you're going to be okay. It's so what? You'll get there eventually. If it's a minute behind, who cares? It's typically that's what it will be, a minute to 2 minutes behind.
Yeah.
And I mean, who cares? It's not like they're going to leave you. Ride your own ride, learn, go out in a parking lot, actually, put time on your seat time.
Mm-hmm.
Seat time is everything. And practice your left-hand turns. Practice your slow clutch moves. I mean, that's practice. Seat time and ride your own ride.
Believe it or not, man, every season for about the 15 years I've been riding, every start of the new season, I'd find a parking lot. I can have a backpack, a hat, and I set it up as cones, and I practice my cornering drills just to get me comfortable again and just practice little things like that. I got 15 years of riding, man, but I've done 3 advanced courses, and that's just one of the things that they always say. Like, I mean, we all look up to these stunt guys, these racers, and all the stuff. Like, let's just jump a little bit and say, like, Formula One. You don't think that they got drills that they're practicing daily, weekly? Like,
those guys have
got to
put
do warm-ups.
thousands, tens of thousands of hours, I'm sure. Like, I mean, you got to think they've been doing that for, 20 plus years of their life since they were probably kids. Imagine how much seat time they have.
And they're still doing it.
6 to 8 hours a day, right?
They constantly are riding.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Get out and ride your motorcycle. That's what everybody should do.
Get used to it. Find your lean angles, your braking. I mean, I'm on 07 Sportster. Chances on what year was it?
Dyna.
In 02, so ours are kind of the same. But I mean, our sale manager, he's on a 22, I think, ST.
23, yeah.
His brakes are going to work better than ours, man. We need to know our stopping distance, everything in between. Like, just go out there and slam on the back brake, see how long it takes you to slow down. Little tricks like that, man. Well, Chance, for the viewers and listeners, man, is there anything else that you want the people to know about you?
Not more so, no. But come check me out at Durango Harley. Come say hey. Keep watching these guys. And shout out Trevor Bird for this amazing place. Shout out Durango Harley-Davidson. Yeah.
You got like Instagram, social media, anything you post to?
Chance_Costa. If you look me up, just look me up on Instagram, first and last name, Chance Costa.
We'll tag it underneath.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it. Well, guys, that's the Four Corners Riders Radio first podcast. Hope everyone liked it. I'm Funky G.
I'm Sean Nichols.
I'm Chance Costa.
And a huge shout out to our sponsors, Durango Harley-Davidson and the Four Corners Motorcycle Rally, man. Thanks for letting us put this on, talk to real riders, real stories, and real adventures. So until next time.